move around. Where'd you get your tools from? Now that's a great question. I mean, a great question. I like how you show the use of your tools. Okay, so 2 tool questions. Perfect. So I don't see the point in buying expensive tools. You're going to break them anyways, and it's not like anything's got big guarantees. So most of my tools come from Walmart, and I just keep them underneath the porch here. And I painted this one red because I got tired of turning it upside down. But that's just Walmart tools. I bought the whole package at Walmart. And so that was the starter kit, basically. Right there. And then you get your screwdrivers and your wrenches and pliers. You just buy a little piece at a time. And when you break one, just go to Amazon and replace it. Everybody loses the 10 millimeter. I bought a set of ratchet wrenches, and then I bought all my electric stuff, the battery operated stuff. Well, one of the things, the 90-pound impact wrench I have, I bought when I built a house so I could put these screws in. And then the big impact wrench, I bought it. It's a Hyper Tough at Walmart, and it's got plenty of power for lawnmower repair. Now, if you're doing car maintenance and all that stuff, yeah, you might want to look at better tools. But for lawnmowers, that set right there has everything in it that you need. So, and you spend, what, 50 or 60 bucks? That's well worth it. Let's see. Great, I answered your question. Perfect. The one thing that I am pretty proud of is that welder. I've never had a welder before, but that has really opened up the business quite a bit. How many torque wrenches do you have? Okay, for my e-bike, I need 3 different ones. No, I only have one. I have the 220 inch-pound one. It's adjustable, of course, 0 to 220. And that's all I need. I might need to get a foot-pound, and that's key. I get a lot of comments that tell me, oh, no, that can't, I'll say it's 220 inch-pounds. Oh, no, that's way too much. Well, no, that's the specification. And they'll say, that you're supposed to do it, whatever the division is. And that's foot-pounds. So what it is if for every 1 foot-pound is 12 inch-pounds. It's literally the math. 1 times 12 is, So if it's 2 foot-pounds, then it's 24 inch-pounds. So you just got to remember that when you're talking about torque wrenches. Of course, you got your newtons and all that, but you can get on Google and get all that conversion. Now, if you're going to get your information on Google about how many foot-pounds you've had, then don't use the AI. Go on to actual websites, Briggs and Stratton, that kind of stuff. Midnight Vince, hello, been watching your videos. Great, I really do appreciate it. Now, on this channel, live feed, we're going to stick strictly to lawnmower maintenance. So if you got any questions there, where do you get any of your specialty tools from? I don't have any specialty tools. I mean, I got the endoscope, but you can get all that off Amazon. I don't go do anything real fancy. Most of everything I get is off Amazon. What else do I have? Oh, I just bought a ratchet wrench, a battery operated ratchet, and I really like that. I've only used it a couple times because I bought it late. Well, I basically bought it for like my birthday present, which was like October. I mean, we don't buy birthdays and that kind of stuff, but if I had to associate it with a holiday, but there's no specialty tools. Back in the old days, Briggs and Stratton had all kinds of specialty tools, and I don't work on those mowers. Today everything is about assembly and the manufacturing. Eric says, I've watched all your videos. I have learned a lot. Great, thank you. People talk about how great the old engines were. And I just fundamentally disagree. The old engines were hard to work on. You had to have specialty tools. Just to get the flywheel off, you had to have a specialty tool to get the pull rope spring off. And everything was a specialty tool. But nowadays, if you just had a Walmart set, you can completely disassemble a lawnmower engine. It's just not, if you know what you're doing, it's just not hard. You don't need specialty tools. But the battery operated wrenches just makes life easier working on equipment all day long. But again, to me, going out and spending a fortune on tools for, like Snap-on, or, I know they don't sell Craftsman anymore. It's just not worth it. Craftsman used to have this, guarantee. You just take it back to Sears and you get a new one. And so I used to buy Craftsman, years ago, back in the 90s. But now it's so hard. You got to mail them in, and it's not even a Sears brand anymore. And they're made out of cheaper materials than they used to be. But when you really research tools, really the only one that's still somewhat reputable is Snap-on, and it's hard to get tools from them. They just don't come around. So, Harbor Freight might be someplace else you get some tools. So, this video helps you work on your equipment under the shade tree.